Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's recipe we are going to make a no-knead Dutch oven bread. So you'll just need a cast iron Dutch oven for this recipe. So to start this recipe you'll need 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour or 438 grams, however you prefer to measure. So add that one into the bowl. You'll also need 2 teaspoons of salt or 12 grams. Next, you'll need 1 teaspoon of instant dry yeast. Give that a mix together to make sure all those dry ingredients are all mixed and combined. So now that you have all the dry ingredients mixed and combined, next you'll need 1 3/4 cups of lukewarm water or 420 grams. Add that into the bowl of dry ingredients and mix. With this recipe, it is more about texture than measurements. So with this dough, you prefer it to be sticky over dry. So it's best to reserve and add a little bit of water at the time. I did add a little too much of water in this batch, so I do add a little bit more flour, but I do recommend adding a little bit of water at a time. So just mix all that together until it's all combined and all that flour is absorbed. With this recipe, it is also recommended to rest between 5 to 8 hours. I have also made it the night before and rested it in the fridge overnight and taken it out an hour before I baked it, just to let it come to room temp. But with this, I'm just making it on the day. So I've just mixed it all. And you want it like a bit wet consistency. So you want it still sticky, but not dry. So once that is all mixed, this is the consistency you want it. As you can see, it's not dry at all. It is, yeah, quite sticky. Now that's done, you want to cover it with a tea towel and let it rest for 5 to 8 hours. I'm letting mine rest for 5 hours. So this is what it looks like after resting for 2 hours. As you can see, it's nearly doubled in size. So this is now after 5 hours, and it's all ready now for me to put on a floured surface. So now I'm just tipping it out. As you can see, it is very textured and airy, which is what we want. So now we're just going to set that bowl aside, and we're going to pull the 4 edges in of this dough and kind of make it into a ball. You can add as much flour as you like to kind of make it a bit less sticky and help it easier to roll or fold into a ball. So I keep folding each edge in like this. And I do like to do it 2 times, sometimes I even do 3. But once you've done this, so you don't need to knead it, you just need to fold the 4 edges in. If it's sticking too much, just add more flour. Once you've folded it in, flip it over and tuck the sides in just to form a bit more of a ball, and then add just a touch more flour on top. Once that's done, just place a bowl over the top and keep it covered and let it rest for a further 30 minutes. While the dough is resting for a further 30 minutes, you want to add in a Dutch oven in your oven on max for 30 minutes just to preheat it. Once the 30 minutes is over, uncover the dough. Once that's all uncovered, you'll want to take your Dutch oven out of the oven and place it next to you. Be careful, it will be very hot. Sprinkle a bit more flour on top of your dough and refold the sides in and retry form a ball. Once you have done this, you will want to score the top of your loaf just with a sharp knife. As you can see here, I am refolding the sides in, and I will reflip it over just to make sure that it forms a nice ball. It will hold its shape in the Dutch oven as it rises. And just, score it with a knife or a bread blade, whatever you have on hand. I just use a sharp knife. Place that into your Dutch oven. Be careful again as it is very hot. And then place in your oven to bake for 30 minutes with the lid on. After 30 minutes, you want to take the lid off the Dutch oven and place it back in the oven for a further 5 minutes just to brown the top just a little bit more. After 5 minutes, or until it's golden how you like it, take it out of the oven and let it cool on the bench a little bit before you take it out of the Dutch oven. Once that's done, just put it on a surface. As you can see, it is quite crispy here and crunchy. It does make a beautiful crispy outside. It's a rustic loaf. I'm just going to slice it open so you can have a look what the inside looks like. This is one of my favorite loaves to make. It's so simple and easy. I make it twice a week. But that's it for this video. If you have any more videos or recipes you'd like me to try, comment down below and I'll give them a shot. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed